So welcome now to the life cycle and products syllabus area for the practitioner paper. And these series of audios are reviewing the questions in that question 4. This is part A with 5 marks. So we looked in the question information box. First of all, we have to look at the project scenario to understand and answer the questions below. Once again, this one's once more than once and not at all. But do be aware that there are actually 5 statements in both sides of the columns. So when you see it like that, always check, because it might be just once and once only. But in this case, it is once, more than once, or not at all. So what we're going to look at now is where some of this information, what sort of plan or review, what document they should appear in, right? So the first one, the technical advisor. Now, mainly the technical advisors normally appear during time boxes. That should be a good indication initially, but not always. You might actually have them coming helping in the delivery plan. But the first thing is, usually they're coming to help primarily or mostly in the time boxes. So, has confirmed, right, that the marketing materials produced adhere to advising standards. So it's not actually to do with the time box plan. This is to do with reviewing and recording how the requirements have been done and put together during the time box. So in this case, it is in time box review records. So that's D. Okay, future plans. This usually gives a big indication. We're too much thinking in the future. We're talking something towards happening after the project. Future plans for production of the catalogue should include an online version. Right. So in this case, that's what we're looking at, is how we're going to use this in the future after the project's closed. So we're looking at a project review report. Right. So lessons learned to future ideas and thoughts about the future. 3. The business advisor for purchase records and memorabilia is scheduled for 2 hours every afternoon. So a bit like the technical advisor, these advisors, SMEs, subject matter experts, will normally come in sometime during the time boxes. Right? And we need to schedule them, remember, even when we're doing the delivery planning. That's why sometimes you might need to have them involved during the delivery planning in foundations, because we need to make sure that they can be on board. And we do need to plan for them during time boxes at that point. Right? So here, the business advisor is being scheduled to come for 2 hours. So this is in the time box plan. So that is going to be the letter C. Okay, number 4. Les and Manuel Rollins will not be involved in the day-to-day running of the project, but will attend reviews. So this is much more about reporting and engagement of the business project levels, visionary and sponsor, or in this case, the sponsor and Amanda, who's not the sponsor. So this is going to be in the management approach definition. How do we communicate and talk to stakeholders? And these are, Les is a stakeholder from a point of view of the sponsor, and Amanda is also a stakeholder, but no other involvement in the project. So that is going to be A. And finally, number 5. It is expected that 2,000 printer catalogues will be available after the Geneva launch, right? Which should bring in increased sales of 4%. So this is nothing to do with benefits, by the way. This is looking at, well, it is possible benefits, of course, from that point of view, but we're also looking at how much might be used from the catalogues we've got. But the main thing is, it is looking into the future, right? So that's recording from a project review report. So the answer there is E, right? Okay, so the answer is going to be 1D, 2E, 3C, 4A, and 5E. And hopefully you've managed to fare pretty well on those questions. Any concerns, just read through the life cycle chapters and the products which follow, so you know what's recorded in them. And if you need clarification, as always, contact a tutor for further information through the portal.